All right, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this presentation of Girls Varsity High School Basketball live on nextlevelbroadcasting.net and the Gaylord St. Mary YouTube account. Charles Strail here tonight as we potentially have a milestone marker in store between the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds and the Pellston Hornets. We'll jump into that in all as we continue here on this pregame show here, built by our friends at J&J Construction. Well, we want to say for everyone tuning in, thanks for making us a part of your Friday night, hanging out with us here. We're here in Pellston, up in the mezzanine, so you don't have to be. You can be courtside, couch side, maybe somewhere warm on the pool side. Wherever you are, thank you for making us a part of your Friday evening festivities. Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds looking for another win this season as they look to stay unbeaten. We'll jump into that and much, much more. The Pellston Hornets crew, they've got a strong start to this season as well. We'll talk about that as we continue here on the J&J Construction pregame show here live from Pellston. We'll be back with the national anthem, starting lineups, and the Hornets and the Snowbirds getting ready to fly here tonight from Pellston, Michigan. We'll be back after this.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
All right, and welcome back to Pellston, Michigan, where we're about to get ready between the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds and the Pellston Hornets. Gaylord St. Mary coming in 1-0 with a 6-point lead or win over Harbor Springs. Pellston coming into this game with a 67-9 win over Wolverine. So both teams that like to get up and down the floor a lot and score at will, excuse me. We're going to send it down to public address announcer and get ready for our national anthem. Starting lineups coming up after this. Okay, and we're officially off and ready to get things underway here from Pellston, Michigan, between the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds and the Pellston Hornets. Charles Strail along with Next Level Broadcasting here tonight, making this one possible for you to be watching from the comforts of wherever you find comfort. Starting for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds will be seniors Emery Bloost, Peyton Glaspie, number 13, Alira Cook, joined by Kaylee Jeffers, number 24. And last but not least for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds will be number 32, Omani Switolski. So that'll make up the 5 starters for the Snowbirds. Of course, the main storyline here tonight, Peyton Glasby of the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds comes in with 989 points. So for Peyton, number 3 tonight, as we dim the lights as the starting lineups are underway here for the Pellston Hornets. Pretty special starting lineups here, if I do say so for myself, as the Hornets are introduced here in front of their home crowd tonight. A lot of Hornet Nation showed up in, well, not in droves, but the whole nest of Pellston showed up. This rivalry has been brewing, they would tell you that. So we're excited and ready to get things underway here tonight between the Hornets of Pellston and the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds. Want to thank the J&J Construction pregame show and J&J Construction for being our pregame show sponsor, as we are about ready to get things tipped off here tonight between the Hornets of Pellston and the Snowbirds of Gaylord St. Mary. Starters for the Pellston Hornets are Lainey Irwin, Brianna Willis, Savannah Call, Emily Mallory, and Sophia Nichols. And we are officially off and underway here from Pellston. And the Snowbirds score first via Kaylee Jeffers, getting that one to go in for the Snowbirds. Stolen away by Peyton Glasby. So bring it across the floor. Now over to Emery Blust, up to Kaylee Jeffers. She'll look to penetrate, kick it out to Switolski, swung over to Cook. Here's Glasby working this pick and roll, puts it up by Irwin. And here come the Hornets. Looks like we've got going out of bounds back to the Snowbirds. 50 seconds into this opening quarter. First 2 points scored by Kaylee Jeffers. We'll keep a total tally on Peyton Glasby's points here tonight. She's looking for 11 to hit that magic number of 1,000. Emery Blust kicks it over to Cook. She'll put up the deep 3 ball. No good, out of bounds. It will stay here with the Snowbirds as it was off of a Hornet. Looked like it was Emily Mallory, the Hornet, who couldn't hang on to it. So it'll be baseline out of bounds for the Snowbirds here. Alira Cook will handle those inbounding duties. And it's stolen away by the Hornets. Good job of interior defense by Pellston, but it's tipped out of bounds. It should stay with the Hornets, and it does. Inbounded here to Mallory. Pellston breaking the St. Mary pressure. Goes down low to Nichols. Nichols finds an open Hornet teammate, and knocking down the 12-footer is Savannah Call. Deep 3 by Glasby, no good. And we've got a foul called against Peyton Glasby. Check that basket made earlier by the Hornets was Brianna Willis. And it will be Willis to inbound here. Trying to bring it across this pressure. St. Mary double teaming there in the middle. Now it's over to the Hornets. The Snowbirds take it away. Jeffers to Switolski, and Switolski scores it. So another point for the Snowbirds. 2 points coming off of turnovers. Hornets bringing it into the front court. All the way breaking into the Snowbird pressure. Nicely done by the Pellston Hornets squad. This is Lainey Irwin. Baseline jump shots a little bit too strong, but the Snowbirds do secure the rebound, and that'll be a reach foul called against Pellston. It'll go against Savannah Call. Got a substitution coming in here for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds. It will be Sahara Wells checking in for the Snowbirds. Pellston also bringing in one substitute as well. We'll get that number for you here in a brief moment. Pellston substitute is Adeline Hendershot. Snowbirds penetrate the paint. Glasby tees up a deep three, and there's the first three-point make of the game for the Snowbirds. First for Peyton Glasby. She's got 3 points now. Snowbird lead extended 7-2. And this one is kind of fumbled around in the backcourt, and this should be a backcourt. Ooh, actually, they get a foul on Kaylee Jeffers. Very close to a 7-second call on the Hornets, but nonetheless, the Snowbirds and the Hornets right now just a 5-point difference. Pellston just trying to hang in there and settle in and learn how to handle this Gaylord St. Mary pressure. It's inbounded to Irwin. Irwin will bring this one across the timeline and try to set up some offense for Pellston. Guarded by multiple defenders. Hendershot has it, swings it down to the baseline. Now in the hands of Willis. Trying to penetrate, and it looks like it's nearly stolen by Peyton Glasby. Willis with it up top, gets a screen from Call. Little dribble handoff to Emily Mallory, and it's stolen away by Bloost and the Snowbirds. Another turnover forced by the Snowbird defense. And here they come, three-pointer a little bit off, and we've got an offensive foul called here against, let's see if they're going to get Lily Keister with a push. And it looks like that's what they're going to get. So that'll be the third personal foul against the Snowbirds here with 4:22 left to go in this opening quarter. As the Pellston Hornets trying to break this pressure, they do. This is Willis. Now back over to Irwin. Swinging it now to Hendershot. She'll peel it around, stolen away by Emery Bloost. Emery Bloost with a fast break layup, and she scores it. So that's now the 4th point off of a turnover for the Snowbirds. It's now 9-2. Irwin over to Willis. Willis working against the Snowbird pressure. Cut off nicely, stolen away. Here comes Wells, and she has it rejected. Climbing the ladder was Irwin to get that block. Let's see if we can show a quick little replay of that. You tell me. Looked like she got a little bit of elbow contact there. So Wells going back to the free throw line. Couple of different substitutions checking in. And, oh, man, tough luck miss. She'll miss the second. Snowbirds get it right back, though. Glasby has it. Teeing it up from distance. No good for Alira Cook. Get the clock reset here with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here in this opening quarter. Hornets have spent a lot of time in their backcourt just trying to get the ball across half court against this vaunted St. Mary pressure. Wells now to Jeffers. Pellston going into a 2-3 zone. Glasby in the corner for the 3 ball, and she knocks it down, but check to see here. We got a timeout taken by the St. Mary's Snowbird staff. We're going to keep it right here and tell you about Schultz's Marathon Party Store. Listen, everybody, if you came up to Pellston tonight, or if you know somebody that came to Pellston tonight, text them right now and say, hey, on your way home, make sure you stop on the Wolverine exit to Schultz's Marathon Party Store and pick up some of the best pizza in northern Michigan. Critically acclaimed by Snowbird's biggest fan, Nick Wenzel, the Schultz's Marathon gas station and party store is your best place to stop on all Snowbird northern away trips. So whether you're coming to Pellston, Inland Lakes, Onaway, Schultz's Marathon Party Store, and Wolverine off of I-75 is your go-to stop to fuel up and get you ready for the game. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in this opening quarter. Back to Glasby on the inbounds pass. No good. She'll get the rebound. Up and in for Glasby. That's her 5th point of the game, as she now has a handful, and the Snowbirds' lead is up to 10. Nearly stolen away, and this should be a turnover. See what it's ruled. Kaylee Jeffers to inbound. Back to Glasby. Wide open shot from the corner. No good. Gets her own miss, and we've got an offensive foul called on Glasby. Baseline official there was right there to witness that. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to go here in the first quarter between the Snowbirds and the Hornets. In and out of bounds off of the fingertips of Avery Marunik. Coming back in will be Omani Switalski. Snowbirds have an open player right here in Sahara Wells sitting in the corner. Let's see if the Hornets can inbounded to Jeffers in the corner, and it's rebounded by Switalski. We do know that the scores are reversed, so we're going to go ahead and get that straightened around. It's 11-2. Check that, 12-2 in favor of the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds, so we've now got it corrected. Sahara Wells going up. Second shot, no good. And the third kind of rattles around and out. It's Lily Keister on the floor for it. She picks it up, and right there, blowing the whistle for a jump ball. It'll be awarded to the Hornets on the possession arrow. It looked like Lily Keister had just about picked that ball up and fully grasped it before the whistle was blown, but nonetheless, here it is, possession of the Hornets. 2:26 remaining in this opening quarter. They're going to get it into the hands of Irwin. Irwin's going to bring it across into the front court, and she is contacted by Switalski, and it will be a charging foul against Irwin. If you're just now tuning in, Peyton Glasby for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds needs 11 points to hit the 1,000 point milestone. She currently has 5 points here in this first quarter. She's had a couple open looks here. Snowbirds working against this Pellston Hornet zone defense as Switalski has it in the corner. Wide open shot for Glasby. 3 ball is just a little bit short. Rebounded by Wells, and the Snowbirds reset. Blust goes to Glasby in the far side wing. Step through move, puts it up and puts it in. 7 points now for Peyton Glasby, and the Snowbird lead now is 15-2. Over in the middle, caught there by the Hornets, breaking the Snowbird pressure. And it's stolen away from behind into the hands of Emery Blust. She'll push it along, and the Snowbirds moving with tempo. Blust working around on that pivot foot. Up top it goes to Lyra Cook. She's going to drive, kick it. Glasby now to Blust. Going down to Switalski, back outside, and this one might be a turnover, and indeed it is. Checking into the game for the Snowbirds will be Kaylee Jeffers. And no substitutions for the Hornets. And the Snowbirds getting on the deck for it. We had multiple players hitting the ground. Let's see what the call is here. They should be shooting down on the Hornet end of the floor. And we'll take a nice little jog down to that side of the floor. First shot is up, and ooh, a friendly bounce. Call that a taxpayer bounce, people. So if you're a resident of Emmett County, you get that every now and then. And the second one goes down. Snowbirds breaking it up in a hurry. Alira Cook, Glasby, Blust, Sutalski, and Jeffers, the 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds right now. Jeffers takes the 3, and a little bit off. Sutalski cleaning up the offensive glass, and she scores. Good work there by the Snowbirds. Coming across half court. Pellston has it, trying to get it down to the baseline. It'll be tapped out of bounds. They were looking to find Sophia Nichols on the baseline, and it was broken up by active hands by the Snowbirds. Inbounded here to Call. So swing it to Nichols, and this will stay here with the Pellston Hornets. 21 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter. Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds up 17-4. Willis trying to find an open teammate. She finally does get it inbounds. Three-pointer up and a little bit off for Nichols. It's saved by Switalski and the Snowbirds. Under 10 seconds left to go in this quarter. They get it down on the advance pass. Blust to Glasby. Puts it on the deck, swings it over to Jeffers. She'll pull the 3, and it's good. Kaylee Jeffers beats the buzzer, and the Snowbirds take a 20-4 lead into the first and second quarter break. Let's take another look at that one. That was worthy of a replay. Right there, Kaylee Jeffers beating the buzzer, and they'll take this 20-4 lead into the break. We'll step aside here and be back. You're watching Snowbird basketball here on Next Level Broadcasting.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision-related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your northern Michigan connection.
And welcome back in. Snowbirds starting with the possession here in the beginning of the second quarter. Jeffers finds an open spot along the baseline. Glasby cleans up the offensive rebound and puts it in for the Snowbirds. That is Peyton Glasby's 9th point, as we've got a foul called here along the baseline against the Snowbirds. Officially second quarter timing. And here we are. Hornets with the basketball here, down 22-4. Snowbirds with a buzzer-beating three-pointer by Kaylee Jeffers. And Willis is going to launch this one. No good. Rebounded by the Snowbirds in the hands of Emery Bloost. They're going to pass this one all the way up ahead. And Glasby missed the leg. I believe that would have been for her 1,000th point. Hornets inbounding the ball now. Working it across into near the three-point line, pulling the triple, no good. Emery Bloost rebounds. Snowbirds with it to Switalski. She puts it up, no good, but Lyra Cook gets the offensive rebound and scores it. And looks like we've got a whistle here on the floor. Checking in for the Hornets will be Elizabeth Shanowski, replacing Sophia Nichols. Coming down with it for the Hornets is Lainey Irwin. Jeffers. It's Jeffers along with Emery Bloost. Has it blocked away by Irwin. And Irwin has it stolen away. Jeffers has it, puts it up, blocked by Irwin yet again. Nice defense by Irwin. And this is thrown away in the backcourt. It should be Snowbird basketball here. Nice defensive stand there by Natalie Irwin in the Hornet defense. Getting 2 rejections there on the Snowbirds on that transition opportunity and then the second chance opportunity. Jeffers to inbound here for the Snowbirds. Glasby in the corner, just a little bit off. We've got a foul here underneath called against Omani Switalski. She was just a little bit too aggressive on Elizabeth Shanowski for the Hornets. And that will be the second team foul. Check that, 3rd team foul, 2nd personal foul against Omani Switalski. Hornets inbound, bringing this one across half court. Snowbirds picking it up. Kaylee Jeffers with swarming defense, and we've got a 5-second call. Turnover on the Hornets, going back the other way for the Snowbirds. Cook, Glasby, down low it goes. Lefty shot, no good, but she is fouled. And Peyton Glasby will go to the free throw line where she has been so good in her career. 2 shots for Glasby. Currently with 9 points in the game. First shot is good. Checking in for the Hornets will be Athena Crane. Glasby back at the free throw line now. And she makes it. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the 1,000th point scored in her career for Peyton Glasby. Let's take another look at this free throw. Here's the 1,000th point, and right there for the Snowbirds. Glasby scores it, and now pure exhilaration. As you see on your screen, they're going to bring out the banner. Glasby with her 1,000th point, joining a very prestigious crew of players and student athletes to achieve that in the history books of Gaylord St. Mary athletics. What a celebration, what an achievement, what an accomplishment. She does it on 2 free throws. I know a lot of people were tuning in tonight hoping to see this historic feat. And Glasby does not disappoint as the Snowbirds now have a 22-6 lead. Check that, 26-4 lead. My apologies. Got caught up in the moment. Skoronski now into the game for the Snowbirds. Glasby in the corner, lets it fly, tees it up, a little too strong. Skoronski gets the offensive rebound miss, and she will go to the free throw line. So Nona Skoronski coming into the game, making an impact. She'll have 2 free throw attempts here. First one is a little bit off. Second shot is right down the middle for Skoronski. Snowbirds trying to trap the ball handler for the Hornets. Pellston does a good job, but they do turn it over. Coming back with it in a hurry. Emery Blust was the intended target, but it was deflected away. 27-4 is the score. Snowbirds have really dictated tempo, pace from the jump of this game. Inbounded here to Jeffers. Down low it goes to Glasby. And here come the Hornets to the front court. Stolen away by the Snowbirds. Here we go, right back with some fast-paced action. Emery Blust puts it on the deck. Euro steps it down to Kaylee Jeffers. Ooh, and a tough luck miss. Hit every part of the rim, but didn't go down through the net for Kaylee Jeffers, and the Snowbird lead 27-4 as we've got a timeout taken by Clayton Irwin, head coach of the Pellston Hornets. You're watching Gaylord St. Mary girls basketball here, simulcast live on nextlevelbroadcasting.net and on YouTube at Gaylord St. Mary Athletics. Charles Strail here. We're going to step aside and be back in 15 seconds after this.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
All right, welcome back in. Snowbirds up 27-4 over the Pellston Hornets here with just over 5 minutes remaining here in play. The first half, excuse me. If you're just now tuning in, Peyton Glasby scored her 1,000th point. She currently has 1,000 points in her career, exactly 1,000, after she knocked down 2 free throws just moments ago. It'll be Hornets inbounding basketball here. Bringing it across the court is Irwin. Snowbirds still going with some man-to-man defense. Puts it up a little bit short. And here's Emery Blust flipping a pass over to Kaylee Jeffers. Hornets back in the zone. Skoronski tees it up from the corner, and that one's going to be off the mark, but we've got a foul called against the Snowbirds. I believe this one is called against Lily Keister. That will be the 4th team foul against the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Pull-up jump shot by Irwin is a little bit off the mark, but getting the rebound is Willis. She'll put it up, no good off the glass. Here comes Glasby. Snowbirds looking all the way up ahead to Jeffers. And Kaylee Jeffers slips and is called for the travel. That's a tough luck call. It just looked like her shoe blew out, and she got called for the travel. So Unfortunately, that is part of the game. Hornets bringing it across the timeline. Irwin looking for some help. Finds it in Athena Crane. That one's no the rebound, and she's fouled right near half court. Snowbirds look to have a fairly sizable advantage there on a 3-on-2 break. Sometimes they call that a take foul in the NBA or WNBA, but Snowbirds don't get the courtesy of that call here against the Hornets tonight. It is Blust, Skoronski, Jeffers, Keister, and Glasby on the floor, and we've got another, looked like a leg kick or just a trip. And that'll be the 4th team foul against the Pellston Hornets. Foul on Athena, check that, Elizabeth Shaneski. Coming out for the Snowbirds is Emery Blust and Peyton Glasby. Coming in, replacing them will be Alira Cook and Hara Wells. Cook inbounds to Jeffers. Jeffers jab steps, goes baseline. Swings it back to Cook. She'll tee up the 3, off the mark. Offensive putback by Keister is good. Hornets break the pressure. Down low it goes to Crane, and she's called for the travel. Inbounded here. Snowbirds will bring this one up across the timeline. It's Jeffers penetrating inside, and that'd be a double dribble. Here come the Hornets, bringing it across the timeline. Snowbirds still staying with this man-to-man defense. Irwin's going to pull the deep 3, and she'll knock it down. First points of the second quarter for the Pellston Hornets, and the Snowbirds are coming right back. Alira Cook's going to put it up. A little bit off the mark, rebounded by Irwin in the Hornets. 7-29 is the score. Trying to get it across. Irwin is double teamed by many Snowbirds. It's stolen away. Snowbirds are going to pick this one off. And here comes Wells, and she's fouled. So Wells will go to the free throw line for a pair. That'll be the 5th personal foul against the Pellston Hornets. Coming up on the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show, we'll be breaking down how Peyton Glasby scored her 1,000th point, how the Snowbirds are looking to stay undefeated against teams hailing from Emmett County. They beat Harbor Springs this past Monday night, and now they're looking to beat Pellston. As the second shot no good, and we've got a traveling violation called against the Snowbirds. Wells goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to this broadcast. That we've had some history made earlier on. Peyton Glasby scored her 1,000th point earlier this game. It was in the She has 11 points right on the money, as the Hornets will now go to the free throw line, as that was the 5th team foul for the Snowbirds. Looks like there's a little indecision here about who will be shooting the free throw. Let's check the YouTube chat line and see who's talking. And we got a lot of people saying congrats, Peyton. And, yeah, Peyton hit her 1,000th point via 2 free throws. Both free throws off the mark for Pellston. Snowbirds are going to push this one quickly into the front court. And the second chance is good for Alira Cook. And we should have a travel called here against the Hornets, and indeed we do. Coming back in for Pellston is number 5, Savannah Call. Snowbirds will have this basketball here, baseline out of bounds. But in the meantime, interim head coach and assistant coach Jim Jeffers will take a full timeout. While we have the opportunity to do so, we want to give a shout out to Snowbird head coach Pat Schultz, away tonight on a personal matter, but we know he's most likely tuning in. So, Pat, if you're tuning in, we want to give a special heartfelt shout out to you watching from wherever you may be watching from. We've got 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go here between the Hornets and the... While we have an opportunity to do so, we want to thank our friends at the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. Listen, snow, it's coming down. It's basically a snow globe outside tonight, and if you're looking to book that winter holiday getaway, look no further than the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. TVC is your local Northern Michigan connection, and they want to help you get away to the sun and the sand this holiday season. So when you're looking at planning a trip, maybe to go put your toes in the sand somewhere warm, look no further than the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. They've got over 20 different nonstop flights, and, well, it's basically the easiest way to get in and out of Northern Michigan. Omani Switalski to inbound for the Snowbirds here on the baseline. So catch it down on the low block, and she's called for a travel. We've had a lot of different types of violations called tonight. I think we've seen everything but a palming violation called so far. And maybe 3 seconds. I don't think we've seen 3 seconds yet. This one will be turned over, thrown out of bounds. Snowbirds will get it back. Peyton Glasby checking back in for the Snowbirds, replacing Nona Skoronski. Ball inbounded to Kaylee Jeffers as the Snowbirds bring it across. 3 ball by Glasby is a little bit short. Alira Cook on the offensive glass can't get it. And we've got a rebound, put back, no good, but fouled and going to the free throw line will be Sahara Wells. And she'll have an opportunity for 2 more shots at the free throw line. Been kind of a slow-moving first half so far between these two teams as Wells puts it up and just takes a tough luck bounce, no good. Checking back for the Hornets is Celine Falser, her first playing time of the night as she gets a little opportunity with under 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Also coming back in is Avery Myroniak. Wells' second attempt is good. Pellston Hornets bringing it across. Kaylee Jeffers picking up Mallory there. That should be a travel, and indeed it is. Jeffers with it for the Snowbirds. 1:40 left to go in this opening quarter. Lyra Cook goes inside to Glasby. Glasby drops it off to Switalski. Switalski draws contact from Avery Myroniak, and Omani will go to the free throw line for a pair. First free throw, no good. Brianna Willis checking back into the game for the Pellston Hornets, replacing Sophia Nichols. Switalski waiting on her second of 2 free throw attempts. Snowbirds up 33-7. As this shot is up, it takes a friendly bounce and in. Hornets are now greeted with half-court man-to-man defense by the Snowbirds. It's stolen away. Up the floor it goes to Kaylee Jeffers, and she can't make it. Glasby can't make it. She's fouled hard. It was Emily Mallory, 21 for the Hornets, who gave Jeffers and Glasby a nice little push in the back, and it'll be Glasby going to the free throw line where when she was there the last time, she made 2 for 2 and scored her 1,000th point. She's currently sitting at 1,000 points, and this free throw, no good. Checking out of the game for the Snowbirds is Wells. Returning is Nona Skoronsky as Glasby makes the second free throw. Once again, Gaylord St. Mary kind of dropping back into this half-court man-to-man defense after they really got after it in this first half with the full-court pressure. Mani Switalski out on the perimeter. Here's Skoronsky guarding Willis. Far side it goes. Shot's no good. Rebound by the Hornets, and we should have a travel here called against Avery Marunik. Kind of shuffled her feet as she caught the offensive rebound. Jeffers bringing the ball up the floor for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds. Snowbirds 1-0 with win over Harbor Springs earlier this week. 49-43 as Lyra Cook sends it up. Glasby saves it, but she steps out of bounds, and it'll be going back to the Hornets. Once again, Snowbirds staying into this half-court man-to-man defense. Glasby blocks it. It's a held ball. Possession error will keep it here in favor of the Hornets. Nice defensive play and effort by Peyton Glasby. Pellston will inbound the ball. It'll be Brianna Willis with just a hair over 30 seconds left to go. Pellston looking to get this one inbounds. They do. And a 5-second call is called. Or do we get a timeout? 30-second timeout called by head coach Clayton Irwin of the Pellston Hornets to avoid that 5-second call from happening. So with 28 seconds left to go in this opening half, if you're tuning in on this Friday night, thanks. We've had a lot to talk about so far. Snowbirds and the Hornets both coming in with an undefeated record. This is the second game both teams have played. St. Mary has had a couple of games canceled via inclement weather that we've had in northern Michigan this past week. But they were eager to get back out on the hardwood tonight. Maybe the most eager was Peyton Glasby, as she was 11 points away from scoring 1,000 points. She eclipsed that milestone in the second quarter, and she now sits at 1,001 points in her great career so far. But the Snowbirds still hungry, looking for a victory against a conference opponent. And Glasby has the rebound, but she steps on the baseline, and it'll go back over to the Hornets. Savannah Call, Brianna Willis, Elizabeth Shinowski, a couple of the Hornets on the floor to go along with Emily Mallory. This one's stolen away by Lyra Cook and the Snowbirds. And it's stolen right back. Nice play by Brianna Willis. We've got a foul called against the Snowbirds. This will put the Hornets down to the free throw line on the other side of the floor. It will be Brianna Willis going to the free throw line. Foul was called against Omani Switalski, her third personal foul. The sixth team foul against the Snowbirds, so. First free throw, no good. One shot here is good. Jeffers, Glasby, Skoronski, Keister, and Cook on the floor for Gaylord St. Mary. Jeffers is going to get inside, drop a pass off for Lily Keister. Keister has it go off the backboard and no good. So after 2 quarters of play, after 16 minutes in the books, the Snowbirds 35, the Hornets 8. You're watching Gaylord St. Mary girls basketball here on Next Level Broadcasting, simulcast live on nextlevelbroadcasting.net and on YouTube at Gaylord St. Mary Athletics. We're going to go ahead, step aside. When we come back, we'll have the Traverse City TVC Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back after this.
We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
We own our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating specializes in infrared seamless asphalt repair, hot pour crack filling, striping, and more. Need a new snowplow solution this winter? GSC can do that too. Commercial, residential, private roadways, and associations, Gaylord Seal Coating is your answer. Give them a call today at 989-732-5003.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Okay, welcome back in. We are officially live in Pellston. The Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds have a 35-8 lead over the Pellston Hornets here. Let's welcome you in to the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show, as we want to thank them once again for allowing us to be a part of high school sports all over northern Michigan, whether it's football, basketball, or baseball season. Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, TVC, truly your northern Michigan connection via Next Level Broadcasting. So when you're looking to fly, look no further than Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport and fly northern Michigan, because they invest in northern Michigan by investing in Next Level Broadcasting. 35-8 is the score as the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds have jumped all over the Pellston Hornets here tonight. Tonight's headliner, Peyton Glasby, scoring her 1,000th point. She currently has 1,001 and 12 points to her tally at halftime. But it has been a whole team effort for the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds so far this evening. She's been helped out, Glasby, that is, by Emery Blust, Kaylee Jeffers, Alira Cook, Sahara Wells, Nona Skoronski, and Lily Keister. Snowbirds have really been mixing it up. About, I think, 7 different Snowbirds have scored here so far this evening, and doing a good job defensively as well. For the Pellston Hornets, it's been Lainey Irwin, primarily ball handler, and then the main threat on offense that the Snowbirds have been worrying about. The Snowbirds, midway through that second quarter, really started to lay off the pressure, kind of dropping back to a half-court man-to-man defense. But for the first 12 minutes of the game, it was nonstop, full-court pressure. And let me tell you what, the Hornets had a really hard time handling that pressure. And Gaylord St. Mary, to their credit, did not let up until they had about a 25-point lead, as the Snowbirds are right now up by 27 points. Well, we want to thank all of our sponsors tonight. Obviously, this is the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. And, well, all of our sponsors that have made this game possible. That's Schultz's Marathon Party Store, the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, and J&J Construction, the Gaylord Eye Care Center, and Golf Gaylord for making this possible for us to be here. So you necessarily don't have to be, but you can still see all of the accolades and accomplishments that happened tonight for the Snowbirds senior Peyton Glasby. We're going to go ahead and take one final break here as the teams are about ready to come back out on the floor, as the second half will be ensuing here shortly. You're watching this presentation of Gaylord St. Mary High School Girls Varsity Basketball simulcast live on nextlevelbroadcasting.net and on YouTube at Gaylord St. Mary Athletics. We'll be back after these messages.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
We all know northern Michigan winters take a toll on our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating specializes in infrared seamless asphalt repair, hot pour crack filling, striping, and more. Need a new snowplow solution this winter? GSC can do that too. Commercial, residential, private roadways, and associations, Gaylord Seal Coating is your answer. Give them a call today at 989-732-5003. Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the third quarter of basketball here on Next Level Broadcasting. Let's get things underway with the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds with the first possession here of this second half. They're going to go down inside, it's tapped around. Snowbirds with the second chance here. Glasby over to Bloost up top. Jeffers now with it. Swung to the corner to Glasby. She'll pull the trigger on the three, a little bit short off their iron. Rebound here by the Pellston Hornets into the hands of Sophia Nichols. And here come the Hornets, bringing it across the timeline. This one's tipped around in the backcourt. Glasby was going to try and track it down. It should be an over and back. And the Snowbirds will have it here, sideline out of bounds. Question is, where at? Inbounded now to Glasby. She'll work across, back to Jeffers. Bloost goes down low to Switalski, and Switalski banks it in. So Amani Switalski having herself a nice game inside here tonight. She's had a lot of offensive rebounds and quite a few hustle plays. Hornets whipping this one around the perimeter, trying to find her way inside is Emily Mallory. Going to drop it off to Adeline Hendershot, and we've got it tapped out of bounds. Want to give a shout out to the Pellston Hornets concession stand. Some of the best walking tacos you can find. They were great. Had those during the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. Hornets turn this one over, and we've got a foul here called against Brianna Willis. And it'll be Snowbird basketball here. They're up 37-8. Maybe I misspoke. Omani Switalski is coming to the bench, and it looks like she just picked up her fourth foul. So the Snowbirds center will come down the floor, and this one's inbounded to Sophia Nichols, and she scores for the Hornets. Kaylee Jeffers now in a hurry for the Snowbirds. She'll dribble it around. Emery Bloost launches the three. Short off the front iron, no good. Tapped around, and it'll stay here with the Snowbirds. Lily Keister has entered the game, replacing Omani Switalski. Inbounded to Jeffers. She'll look baseline to Keister. Keister puts it up, no good. Glasby underneath, cleans up the offensive putback, and scores. That's her 13th point of the contest. Up top, almost poked away. It was Emily Mallory, had it knocked away by Peyton Glasby, and it's a turnover, and the Snowbirds will get it right back. We got a couple of substitutions. Sahara Wells coming in for Alira Cook for Gaylord St. Mary. Snowbirds with it. Jeffers driving baseline. Swings it cross course to Wells, and she puts it up. No good. Jeffers got it back underneath. She's fouled and will go to the line. 2 shots coming up at the charity stripe for Kaylee Jeffers. Foul against the Pellston Hornets, number 11, Adeline Hendershot. First free throw for Jeffers is good. And Jeffers misses the second. Pellston bringing it back down in a hurry. It's stolen away back into the hands of the Snowbirds. It's Jeffers swinging it to Glasby. She'll drive baseline all the way in. Swing it past the Blues. Wide open on the baseline. And just a little bit off. The Snowbirds' three-point shooting has just been, I don't know if it's the legs or whatnot, but a lot of these shots have been coming up short here tonight. Pellston gets the rebound out of there. They'll push it across half court into the hands of Brianna Willis, trying to find an open teammate, and this one looked to be deflected. It'll stay here for the Hornets. Couldn't quite make out the Snowbird who deflected that pass out of bounds. Wells checks back in for Gaylord St. Mary, replacing Lily Keister. Willis trying to find an open teammate, and she has to try to find Emily Mallory. Mallory's going to have this one nearly stolen away, and it eventually is by Glasby. She'll have a run out, passes it down low to Nona Skoronski, and the Snowbirds score another point and another basket off of a turnover. Up top go the Hornets, stolen away by Kaylee Jeffers. Playing the passing lane out of the Snowbirds. Jeffers cruises in for two. It's now 44-10. Snowbirds were up by 28 points at halftime. It's now a 34-point advantage. So we've got a foul here. This looks to be against the Snowbirds. Let's see who it is on. Looks like they're going to get Emery Bloost with her, I believe, second, check that, fourth personal foul. So it'll be Hornet basketball here, sideline out of bounds. Here comes Savannah Call, stolen away by Peyton Glasby, once again in the passing lane, and Glasby is going to cruise in for two more. Snowbirds now kind of taking the pressure off, really only pressuring half court. Looks like Jeffers might have another steal, and indeed she does. And she will put it up, no good. Put back on the follow, Peyton Glasby. Let's see if they count the shot. Yes, they will count the basket. Peyton Glasby takes the harm and scores the hoop. So go back to the free throw line. Snowbird lead now extended to 38 points. Glasby looking to complete the and one, cannot do so, but she gets it back, and oh, that was a tough luck miss. Jeffers puts it up. She's fouled. So the Snowbirds offensive rebounding with reckless abandon right now. If you don't first succeed, go to the offensive glass. First shot for Kaylee Jeffers. This is right down the middle. Swishes it. Sometimes some coaches will, in practice, say you have to swish the free throw in order for it to count. And Jeffers swishes too. Bringing the ball down the floor for the Hornets is Emily Mallory. They'll have it, and she's double teamed. Glasby with the thievery, and Peyton Glasby will cruise in for another basket. Once again, looks like Glasby has another takeaway on the steal. This will be a breakout, run-out layup, and you can score that one too. We've got a timeout taken here by the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds as they just want to talk it over, as the Snowbird team has really turned up the defensive tenacity here so far in this game, and it certainly has shown that they've had an added emphasis to their defensive pressure so far in the half court. Well, while we have the opportunity to do so, let's take a look at some of the other scores happening tonight in the world of sports. In the National Basketball Association, the Detroit Pistons have an 85-67 lead over the Atlanta Hawks. Let's head over to men's college hoops. UConn up 33-27 over Texas. Tomorrow night, actually check that, tomorrow afternoon at noon, Michigan State will be on the road taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. The 9th-ranked Michigan State Spartans looking to rebound after they lost to a top 4 team last weekend in the Duke Blue Devils. So a good weekend full of sports. The Detroit Lions will also be on the road taking on Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams at 4:25 Eastern Time on Sunday. And then coming up for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds after tonight's game, they will be at Bel Air and home versus Mansalona. Those will be the last games that they'll play before the start of the new year. So they'll have a nice lengthy break once they play 2 more games next week. They'll have 4 games in the books before we hit January 1 of 2026. Sheesh. That sounds kind of frightful just saying that, 2026. Running clock now here as I'm 30 seconds behind. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play between the Hornets and Snowbirds. We're still in the third quarter. Skoronski goes down low to Omani Sutalski, and she's able to bank it home. Much to the delight of the St. Mary coaches and bench players. Looks like this is another steal. Jeffers gets into the passing lane. She'll cruise in, put the defender in the spin cycle, and Jeffers scores. Here come the Hornets, just looking to rebound, bounce back with a good offensive possession. They've had countless trips ending in turnovers just like that. The Snowbirds force another one, stolen away by Emery Blue. She'll find Nona Skoronski teeing up the 3-ball. That one wedges him between the rim and the backboard, no good. Here come the Hornets. This is Athena Crane in a hurry, and it's tapped out of bounds, a turnover going back to the Snowbirds. Gaylord St. Mary. It'll be Kaylee Jeffers bringing this one up. Now Emery Bloost. Hornets in a little 2-3 zone defense. And Gaylord St. Mary initially had that one tapped away. Corner it goes to Kaylee Jeffers. This one's too strong, overcooked it. But Sahara Wells counted and a foul. Once again, if you first don't succeed, go to the offensive glass and you'll likely be rewarded. That has been the second half strategy for Gaylord St. Mary when they haven't been creating havoc in the passing lanes. Just go get an offensive rebound and get yourself to the free throw line. Good job there by Wells to do so. And she finishes off the 3-point play with a made free throw. And we've got a substitution coming in for Pellston. As they'll bring this one across half court, putting the 3-ball up and off the back iron. One more shot, no good for Elizabeth Shanowski. So that's how we'll go to the fourth quarter. Snowbirds up 61-10 over the Pellston Hornets. You're watching this broadcast simulcast live on Gaylord St. Mary Athletics on YouTube and online at nextlevelbroadcasting.net. We'll step aside and be back with the fourth quarter after this.
or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today. We all know northern Michigan winters take a toll on our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating.
All right, here we are. Let's get things underway here as we have entered officially the fourth quarter between the Hornets and the Snowbirds of Gaylord St. Mary in the Ski Valley Conference Clash. Battle of the Hornets and the Snowbirds. We got a running clock situation here all fourth quarter long because the Snowbirds have really put their foot on the gas here in this second half. It was a 28-point halftime lead, but now it's 51 as we enter the final 8 minutes of play. A lot of the Snowbirds on the floor right now taking advantage of the fifth quarter rule. These are right now on the floor 5 junior varsity players that via the fifth quarter rule have been able to play now in the varsity game to get some more experience and to sharpen their skills here with some live reps. Really good rule that the MHSAA put in 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, and it really allows these student athletes to get the most experience as possible. We've got a foul here called on the floor on Savannah Call. Snowbirds will have this one sideline out of bounds. Will be Nani Lawson who drew the foul. We'll also change our scoreboard here as it is 61-10. Just a clerical error on our production side of things tonight. The Snowbirds go down low to Colazzo, and Savannah Colazzo scores it for the Snowbirds. We've got a whistle here called. Should be a full timeout by the Pellston Hornets, and we'll stop the clock as head coach Clayton Irwin wants to talk things over with his team right now. Let's check the YouTube chat as see what kind of. We got Tony Jacobson in the chat saying congratulations Peyton on scoring your 1,000th point. We'll give a shout out to the largest Snowbird fan out there. That's Nick Wenzel. And then we'll check in some other Ski Valley action tonight. Conference opponent for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. East Jordan Red Devils were playing tonight on Next Level Broadcasting as well. They were taking on Boyne City. Check the score of that game as we have a moment. And that game still yet to tip off, but Boyne City on East Jordan girls 52-24. Of course, East Jordan losing their dominant guard last year in Kirkpatrick, who went on to play and was a great player last year in the Ski Valley. Rebounded by the Hornets. And here it is one more time for Emily Mallory. Puts it up on the baseline jumper. That's Brianna Willis. No good. It'll go over to the Snowbirds. Inbounded. Bringing this one down the floor for Gaylord St. Mary is, let's see, McCarowitz. That's Meredith McCarowitz. And knocking it down from the corners, Nani Lawson. for the 3-ball corner pocket. Got 5 minutes left to go in this final quarter of play between the Hornets and Gaylord St. Mary. Forcing up the shot is Irwin. Snowbirds will bring it back down. This is Makarowitz. Teeing up the 3-ball a little bit too strong off the back of the iron was Savannah Colazzo, but the Snowbirds do collect the offensive rebound in the hands of Makarowitz, and she's going to get whistled for a travel. Bringing down the floor for the Hornets is Lainey Irwin. Going up and in, off the glass, Brianna Willis calls bank. Makarowitz directing traffic for Gaylord St. Mary. Hornets in this 2-3 zone. Lawson with another corner 3 off the front of the iron. No good, rebounded by Sophia Nichols. And here come the Pellston Hornets in transition. It's Irwin at the controls. Now over to Willis. And a floater is good by Irwin. 5 straight points now for the Pellston Hornets, and they got a little momentum maybe. Makarowitz swings this one around. Lawson goes down low to Colazzo. Savannah Colazzo scores it off the square and in. +1 going to the free throw line to try to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. Here come the Snowbirds after that made free throw by Colazzo, completing the 3-point play. And the Snowbirds get a takeaway. Coming back down the floor is Skoronski, and she's able to get it to fall in. 71-14 now. Here comes Pellston. And it's turned over. We've got a held ball. And let's see here. We, at this time, want to welcome in special guest here on the broadcast. Snowbird sophomore Cal Royce joins me. Cal, pleasure to have you on. Thanks for taking time here tonight, sir.
Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Cal, obviously, this is your first year at Gaylord St. Mary. What can you say to everybody about the experience that you've had so far?
I've met some great people, had some great experiences. I'm loving the teams I've been on, doing some good things on those teams.
Yeah, man, obviously you look around, you got a lot of really good and talented classmates that work hard and make you better, push you. As we got a 3-pointer up, no good, rebounded inside. It looks like it's saved, but staying here on this side. So, Kyle, you guys had a tough one last night versus Mansalona. Free throw shooting was a problem for you guys. How was practice today with your coaching staff? How did that go down?
It started off with a serious talk, as you would imagine. Sure. We made some serious mistakes. That I feel like we can clean up, and I feel like if we clean those up, we have a good chance to do whatever we want in our league and honestly in our division. I feel like we have a very good chance of doing some good things.
And a lot of the season is still in front of you. Playing 2 games so far in conference as Savannah Colazzo is going to go back to the free throw line. We've got under 30 seconds left to go here. Big news tonight, Cal, is Peyton Glasby scoring her 1,000th point. She got it on 2 free throws. Were you here for that, or were you still driving up on the road?
Yeah, I am here for that. I mean, I'm super happy for her. I mean, she's worked super hard for it, and I just feel like it's a great accomplishment for her to have.
Here come the Snowbirds. This is Skoronski, has it stolen away, right back. Hornets trying to put it up before the buzzer. That was Brianna Willis. No good. And the Snowbirds are going to come out of here with a 71-14 final score as the teams are going to shake hands at half court. Cal, you got time to stick around for about 2 minutes on the post-game show?
Oh, for sure. That'd be great.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and step aside. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and
Okay, welcome in here to the Next Level Broadcasting post-game show presented by the Gaylord Eye Care Center. Charles Strail along with my special guest here this evening for the post-game show, Cal Royce of the Snowbirds, sophomore at Gaylord St. Mary. Thanks for joining us, Cal, taking a little time as we zoom in here to get a nice look at the accolades of Peyton Glasby scoring her 1,000th point, being commemorated by her teammates right there on the floor. So, Cal, obviously looking forward. You guys have 2 games next week against Onaway and Burt Lake Northern Michigan Christian. It seemed like last night you guys had a hard time just getting in rhythm, finding your flow. Basketball is often about disrupting the opposing team's rhythm and establishing yours. What do you guys have to do to try to establish your rhythm a little bit earlier on in the game?
I think we have to come out with a mentality that, like, we control our own game and we control our own speed. And I think if we do that, I mean, a lot of things can go well for us.
Sure. So, obviously, you have a lot of season left, right? You've only played 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Controlling your speed is a good way to get you into rhythm. I thought last night, Mansalona is one of those teams that they want to play fast, right? They're hard to speed up, and I think that's a very winnable game and a good matchup when you see them again in mid-January going forward. But looking forward, you have Onaway and you have Burt Lake Northern Michigan Christian, and you have those 2 games and then all of Christmas break to really try and get better as a unit. Talk to me about the coaching staff. So you've got first year head coach at Gaylord St. Mary, but a lot of years behind head coach Rich Moffitt, assistant coaches Dale Jacob there, who's been a head coach before. So a lot of moxie and poise and coaching prowess that has been guiding you guys this season. What have been some things that you've learned so far just under the tutelage of those 2 men?
I've known Coach Mount for a long time, and he's a great coach, like, all the way through. I mean, he's great. He's coached some great teams, and going into this season, we knew that we wanted to play fast. We wanted to go our own pace, and he's really helped us with that. I mean, he knows we're young. We're gonna make mistakes, and he's trying to coach us through that. It's a great thing to have for us.
Sure, it really is. We'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys have in store for us later on this season. Helping you see tonight's game and helping you see Peyton Glasby's 1,000th point has been the Gaylord Eye Care Center with 4 locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Sheboygan, and Bel Air, allowing you to see Gaylord St. Mary girls basketball all season long in crystal clear high definition. You can head on into the Gaylord Eye Care Center, tell them we sent you for a free eye consultation so you can get to the top of your game this winter sports season. For the crew of Next Level Broadcasting, Charles Strail, my executive directors here and my production staff, we say thank you for tuning in, making us a part of your Friday night. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a safe night. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see you next week here on nextlevelbroadcasting.net with more high school varsity action coming up. Good night.